New into stock we have an Audi A6 Allroad 3-litre TDI Tronic Quattro. It's the 5-door estate version, or the Avantas Audi call them. It's a 2013 on a 63 plate. It has done 66,000 miles. It's finished in phantom black metallic with Milano leather. Fuel economy 38.2 urban, extra urban 50.4, and combined is 44.8. 0 to 60 time of 6.6 seconds and a top speed of 147 miles per hour out of a 242 brake horsepower engine. Road tax for 6 months is £107.25, and for 12, £195. So pretty cheap there too. I really like these cars. I've had one of these before and I've used it myself. It's nicely finished at the front, big imposing grille there, and you've got the kind of satin aluminium touches to the bottom of the spoiler. 10-spoke alloys. This has had recent new tyres and the Pirelli P0, so premium tyres as well. The car's been well looked after. We've got these roof bars on the top which look like they've been hewn out of a solid piece of aluminium, but obviously won't have been. Privacy glass, chrome window surrounds, and also the plastic wheel arch protectors. Really good option is the remote boot opening. Especially when it's raining. And you've also got the remote close, which I'll show you there. We have a load cover. You can, instead of reaching over to knock the seats down, you just pull that lever and it flips down itself. The handle just inside the back there, if I just flick that, seat flies down. It really is a lot easier than some of the estates, and that is a heavy back seat, but that's a real good option. It can be a struggle. Plenty of load space in there. Power closed tailgate. Got the tinted glass at the back there, rear wash wipe, integrated tailgate stroke roof spoiler. Got reversing sensors, and again this matching aluminium trim just over the twin exhaust tips at the back there. I'll just show you in the back. Plenty of room in the back there. I've got my seat right the way back there, and I've still got plenty of leg room, unlike that Peugeot I was in the other day. We've got rear centre armrest there, first aid kit in the back, and let me see, there we go, 2 cup holders that shoot out. Really nice, comfortable environment, to be fair. It's very, very nice in the back. Doesn't look like it's been sat in. Carpets are like brand new, carpet mats as well. You've got your own individual vents there. And we've got 2 power sockets as well for the rear seat occupants. We'll just take you for a ride in it. Remote central lock-in, but it's keyless go. So these are the keys. We have 2 of those for it. I'll just chuck that away. In there also is your locking wheel nut key. There's the start stop button. Sat nav screen, radio screen, and everything deploys as soon as you get in. I'll just turn that down and tell you a bit about the service history. It's got a digital service history, which I'm not a big fan of at all. I really think it's a stupid idea. However, the main thing is that the car has a service history. First of all, that's a certificate that came with the car. It tells you their oil change service. Well, first of all, down here, inspection service at 18614, and then we go up here to another one, oil change service at 35,690. Doesn't tell you where it was done, which garage, doesn't even give you a number, don't give you a telephone number, don't give you anything to check up on. It's a waste of time. When cars come into stock, we always check the service history, due diligence, make sure they've not been clocked and they have been serviced as you would expect. It would take me about 2 seconds to knock that sheet of paper up on my computer. However, this has also got a couple of services, service invoices. We've got an invoice there. I can't show you the address, of course, due to data protection, but that one was done 18614 at Amersham Audi. Now, then it was serviced on the 25th of 5th, 2017 at Norwich Audi. I rang Amersham Audi, and Shannon there on the service reception very kindly traced the other service. Even she had no idea which Audi dealer, and she had to get the codes from Audi to find out. So big thanks to Shannon there from Amersham Audi. She was a great help in proving that this car has service history. So that's the first part of the digital service history. That's for when the tyres were fitted. Let me just check. 1 second. 30th of 9th, 2015 at 18,614 miles, Amersham Audi. 25th of 5th, 2017, 35,690 miles, Norwich Audi. It's had front and rear brake pads at 51,016 miles, and it was then serviced on the 4th of 5th, 2018 at 56,658. At 59,121 it had 2 Pirelli tyres put on, and then either the front or the back ones, and then the front of the back ones replaced again, 4th of 7th, 2018. So that's all I can tell you due to data protection these days, but we have got the invoices here, and it has got a service history, and we have checked that it's not just a piece of paper that's been knocked up by some unscrupulous car salesman, as if anybody would do such a thing. We've got front and rear parking sensors, electronic handbrake, sports steering wheel, multifunction steering wheel, and that is height and reach adjustable. I don't think that's ever been used because it's really stiff. It's actually showing, there's a warning light on the dash which says tyre pressure, but it's not flat or anything. It's obviously just dropped below the set limit. But if you notice the warning light on the dash, that's what it is. It's nothing serious. Navigation. In each of the 4 corners of the Navi screen, you can see an instruction or a possible instruction: memory, route, settings, map. Those 4 corners correspond to these 4 buttons. So if I click this bottom left hand corner which said map, there you go, it brings the map on. So I'll put that on for the duration of this, or for most of this trip. You'll see from the description it's got 1 or 2 extras. It's got the Audi music interface, which means you can stream audio from your mobile through the I'm going to take this out because this is going to annoy me. Tuck it underneath my leg so it doesn't rattle about. Yeah, you can play music from your phone through the audio system. It's also got Bluetooth hands-free. We've got xenon headlamps with headlamp wash, and this kind of, I think it's called trigon plating, but it's kind of a serrated aluminium inset. It's got stop start, which my advice would be to turn it off as soon as possible, unless you want a car that feels like it's done 150,000 miles when it's only done 10. Seats are really comfortable. We've got, which is another extra, I think it's 4-way lumbar support. Got hill hold, front central armrest. Actually also in here, if you can see there, you can plug your phone in, it will recharge, and you can also play music through this interface, and it's the iPhone, well, it'll fit my iPhone 10, so it's the latest one. There's also a power socket there. Being the Quattro, it's really short-footed, goes around corners, and like it's on rails, a lot faster than that Fiat Multipla thing there that was in the outside lane, now holding everybody up. Now that beep then is to say speed limits exceeded, and I've been through every setting on here, and I've used these before. I've been through every setting, and I cannot find at this moment in time how to knock that off, and it's really annoying. It's set to 50 miles an hour, and it beeps every time you go over 50 miles an hour. There you go, absolutely effortless acceleration. It's just plodding along. We're only doing 60 at the moment, but it's doing less than 2,000 revs, and that's in sport and 6th. So we'll just knock that back, knock it into drive. It's changed into 7th gear, which is top, and we're doing about 1,500 revs, so just slightly more than tick over, and we're doing 60 miles an hour. Really quiet, really smooth, not quite as, it's probably because it's got nearly new tyres on, you're not getting quite as much feel of the tyres through the steering wheel as you normally do with a Quattro. It's a really good ride. As I say, the acceleration, if I could find out what is doing that, I would rip the button out. Left the handbook back at the garage, so I can't even look in the handbook. Get out. So he was going to come into my lane then, and I think he did too. I can only apologise about that. Hopefully that's done it, although I'm not sure it has. We'll soon see. Because I've only been doing this job for 45 years, so these things are still new to me. No, it's not done it. Speed limit exceeded. Well, it's set to 50 miles an hour. So what you're going to see now is the exact copy of Speed with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock, except in an Audi Allroad. Once I drop below 50 miles an hour, that annoying beep is going to go off, or when I go back above 50. 70 miles an hour, about 1700 revs, very quiet, nice and smooth. So we've got power open closed tailgate, lovely alloy wheels, xenons, headlamp wash, power folding door mirrors, 60/40 rear seats, folding rear seats, which fold down at, you just pull the handle out and they flip down. A lot easier than reaching into the back of the vehicle and then usually having to go around the front as well and click them all the way down. It's finished in phantom black metallic with charcoal Milano leather. Cruise control here. As you've heard, it's got speed limit warning, got auto headlamps, climate control, hill hold, front central armrest here, sat nav, music interface. I'll show you how to set the sat nav when we get back. CD radio, SD cards, and the SD cards, you can get so much music on. Good looking car with the rear privacy glass as well, the chrome window surrounds, the aluminium finishings on the front and the rear. It's a very, very good looking car. And you know about it when you see it coming up in your mirror. Big grille on the front. Steering, let's just whip around here. There you go. No understeer, if anything it oversteers. Knock the gear selector across there and you can use it as a manual, changing up or down by moving the selector backwards and forwards. Back over into drive. If you pull it back, that puts it in sport. Pull it back again, goes into drive. And it's, at the moment, it just sounds like it's just plodding along, which basically it is. We're doing 1250 revs at 50 miles an hour. To be fair, it will probably pull the car at tick over quite happily. Hence out of the big 3-litre engine, it's extremely good fuel economy. The front and rear parking sensors as well. It's a really nice driver's road, this. feel the weight loading the wheels up as you go from side to side. It's a 70 mile an hour stretch of road, or 60 mile an hour stretch of road there, and they're obviously doing some renovation there. There's little stones all over the road, just asking to go through somebody's windscreen. So the radio,
she move away, does she approach? Again, playing it to a range of different things.
Great speakers. I shall just switch on media. That's my phone.
I guess. Like clockwork, accent. But I'm
Jack Reacher audiobook playing at the moment on my phone. Knock that off. That's the music interface. The suspension's really good because this road is very, very rough. And although it's kind of a, I don't know, sports tourer, the suspension isn't too harsh. Everything works okay. They won't go down at speed. But yeah, driver's mirror works. Passenger's fine. All the windows good. I've already checked the headlamp wash, tailgate works, and it's a really nice looking car from the outside with the aluminium roof bars. They don't look like a lot of roof bars where they just look like a flipping staple on the top of the roof. They're really, really well made and look great, and good contrast to the Phantom Black metallic paint. That was a really big pothole as well, which I couldn't avoid sadly, and but the Audi took it in its stride. Well, it's got adaptive headlights as well, which was quite an expensive extra. I think new the car cost over £50,000. If you click in the top left hand corner of this video, you'll see a choice of other videos. There'll be a website trailer video, a full 360 interior where you can move around the interior of the car with your mouse, and there's also this a road test and review. We have 100 pictures on the site. The car will come with a 3 months warranty. It'll be checked over as well. We do this 10-mile plus test drive to make sure everything's working once we've got it up to operating temperature. And I've been double sixed on the forecourt, everywhere blocked up. That's handed as the visual display for the parking aids.